it's me, Nicole Sparkles, and today's video is going to be the 5 hamster species, and the real ones, and the not ones, and the ones that are not like what pet stores make up, like teddy bear, hamster, panda bear, hamster. So today's video is just going to be the real 5 hamster species. So let's get started. The first real hamster species is called Syrians, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have Syrians. When I think of hamsters, they think of Syrians, because a lot of people that don't know about hamsters think of Syrians because they're big and they're fluffy, and yeah. But Syrians are the largest type of hamster, and a lot of pet stores like to call them teddy bears, which is basically just a Syrian that looks like a teddy bear. Maybe it's fluffy, or it's like a light brownish color. Sometimes they're called panda bears because they're black and white, and sometimes black bears because they're black. But they're not called teddy bear, panda bear, black bear, or whatever they decide to call them. They are called Syrians, and they are the largest species of hamsters. So yeah, that is the first real or domesticated hamster species. The second hamster species I'm going to be talking about is the Russian dwarf, and I do have one, and they're very, very common in pet stores. If you live in Canada, you're mostly going to see Russian dwarfs. I don't think every pet store that I've gone to or seen online doesn't have any other hamster species other than Russian. So I have a Russian hamster, and they are part of the dwarf family. So yeah, my hamster is a Russian dwarf, and Russian dwarfs are very small, and they can come in different colors such as white, beige, brown. It's rare to get black and white, but yeah, that is another domesticated or real hamster species. I don't really think they make names for dwarfs other than Syrians, but if they do call it something like I don't know, random names, it's not true. It is the Russian dwarf, and they are very small because they are part of the dwarf family. And that is the second domesticated or real hamster species. The third hamster species I'm going to be talking about is the winter white. The winter white hamsters, winter white hamsters, the reason why they're called winter whites is because I'm pretty sure their fur turns like white, sort of white in the winter, and they're part of the dwarf family. Now, a lot of people really like, what was I going to say? Oh, I just forgot everything. Okay, I remember now. So a lot of people have winter whites, and a lot of people like them because they're very calm, and they are very pretty in color. I've never had one before, but I'm sure it would be so cool to have one because they sound really, really cool. And of course, they can come in like a gray, they can come in a brown. I'm never really seen a black one, but definitely white. So yeah, and they are part of the dwarf family. They are small, and I don't really think pet stores make up names for those ones, because I've only heard of Syrian names like black bear, teddy bear, as I mentioned before, but I don't think they make up a for dwarfs. But if you do see something like that, and you see little hamsters in like the pet store, and it says their name, but they look like a winter white or a dwarf or something like that, it just means that it's not true. Anyways, winter whites are a dwarf hamster species, and that is the third domesticated or real hamster species. The fourth domesticated or real hamster species that is common are robo hamsters. Robo hamsters are very hyper and very active. I've never seen them in Canada. It's true. Every pet store I've went to or seen online does not have robos. You can, basically, I've only found them on Kijiji and stuff like that. But robos are part of the dwarf family again. They are the smallest ones. They're like 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches, which is very small. And they can come in various different colors. Black and, what's that color? Brown, gray, beige, stuff like that. So yeah, that is the Robo, and Robo is short for Roborowski. A lot of people like to say Robo because Roborowski is sort of hard to say. But yes, Robos are part of the dwarf family and are very common to some hamster owners. Well, many hamster owners, as I said, they are very active, and sometimes they're hard to tame because they don't always sit still and stuff, but they are very cute, and they are a very nice little dwarf hamster. The 5th real or domesticated hamster species I will be talking about is the Chinese hamsters. Chinese hamsters are not part of the dwarf family. A lot of people say that they are, but they're not. Just because they're smaller than Syrians does not mean that they are part of the dwarf family. Chinese hamsters, I can usually tell when there's a Chinese hamster by their face and by their tail. Their tail is a little bit longer. It's like longer. It's like that big. It's not really like a cotton ball. It's more like a dog tail or a cat tail, but very short still. But you can sort of see it. And they come in various colors, as I said, with the Robo. Gray, black, white, beige, brown, all the different colors. But like the colors that you will not see hamsters is obviously like green, purple, pink, because they do not exist unless someone like painted them. That was really random. But okay, Chinese hamsters, some people, I don't really think anyone calls any dwarfs or Chinese hamsters any other name than pet stores would call for Syrians, because Syrians are common and they come in various colors, so people like to name them and say that they are more special because they have names like that. Why do I keep talking about Syrians? But anyways, I don't think the Chinese hamsters have any names that aren't real. So yeah. And if you want a Chinese hamster, I'm sure they are very, very cute and sweet. I've never seen Chinese hamsters in Canada. I've only seen Syrians and Russians. But I've seen them in the U.S. and they are very, very cute. Their faces and their little nose, it's just, they're so cute. And yeah, that is the Chinese hamster. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the 5 domesticated or real, you can say, hamster species. Just to be clear, if you see a sign at a pet store or even at an adoption center that says black bear, panda bear, teddy bear, they are not called that. It is called a Syrian, and one of my friends has a Syrian and they call it teddy bear. And I've been trying to tell them that it is a Syrian. But anyways, yeah, so those are the 5 real domesticated hamster species. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Whoosh.